Hello everybody, welcome back to Drop Duchy. So, the game now has a endless mode. So we're going to go into normal. We're going to go to the Republic. And we are going to build a population bigger than we've ever built before. And see what we can do with that population transforming into units. And as such, becoming a giant army. It's weird that the belfry isn't in the first spot now. That just doesn't feel right. There you go, first added. That's better. So we're going to 3 citizens around. Absolutely. And then we already have wood production from neighborhoods. So let's go to the area that is least wood and most food. We don't need to unlock anything right now. So we want to build big, hearty, healthy Tetrises. So we'll start with one of those there. There's the belfry. Hold the line piece. I want this guy in there, but where do I put that guy in the interim? I guess the belfry can go here. That puts you there and you there. That fills up our 4-liner. We just have to make sure we can get... Is this what we're on now? Change terrain to another random shape. Well, we don't need to change shape right now. There's downtown, which is what I was about to say. We need to make sure downtown can reach the rest of this building space. Otherwise, we could have problems. Let's get downtown in here. Then we want the warehouses, of course, to do lots of work for us. I could get that in there, I think. There's the wood. And then... Can I please put that in there? I must be able to get this to rotate in there, can't I? Okay, can I do this one instead? Can I not get anything to fill this gap? Alright, let's try this. That's definitely not going to do it. I'm so mad. Alright, if I can't get that to rotate in there, well, slip of the finger chose for me, I suppose. But still, we get a good round. I can hardly complain. Right. What do we want? We're not doing rivers because we want to convert tiles and rivers can't be converted. We have 11 rerolls, so there's that. I don't want to give up these units right now. Let's take a reroll. Honestly, we could take Roadhouse to collect 5 gold for each terrain in its row, because we need the money to unlock more building slots. Give me A ranged unit card. Noble, garrison 10, recruit 3 for each adjacent plane. End of round, recruit 4 for each adjacent or empty border. Send 1 arrow to all your ranged military buildings for each 25 wood collected this round. It's intriguing. We don't have any other arrow-based buildings, which is a shame because that would make that way more efficient. $25 wood does become a lot easier with the warehouses, though. No idea how this guy upgrades. Probably 2 and then 3, or the wood gets cheaper, perhaps. One of those 2 ways. Let's try it. We don't need it to be around forever. Right, so upgrade this to garrison 15. Boy, do we need some amount of military here. Bring those 2 with us. No more upgrades to do. Horse stable, training camp, merc camp. We'll make that work. There's our gap for our long piece. Send 12 to each military building aligned with it. This merc camp's coming in very soon, which is upsetting. It's also not really the time I want for the roadhouse. But buildings can't change. We'll hope that manifests into more money later. Belfry here is fine. Fill that gap. Let's do that there. That there. Now I need downtown to appear down here. We could stick the horse stable in there. They would get 6 extra units, which is not tons. Any other building? There's no player buildings remaining, so if this is open space, it doesn't matter. It's just a question of, am I going to get more value from downtown down here? Doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiles is not many. Up here, we might be able to get a whole bunch more. So stick the stable down there. Excuse you, thank you. I'm going to risk this. There's another long piece, which we desperately do need. Oh, how am I going to fill this gap, though? A second Tetris clear. If I put this here, we get value from downtown. And then we can add that there. Okay, not as many units as I'd like, but probably enough, especially with 70 health in the back. 15 axes takes out all these swords. Well, I'd like to make all of mine swords and all of theirs, all of mine axes and all of their swords, but I can't do that. Somewhere, it mightn't be an option we have to turn on. There is now apparently a preview for exact scoring for the end of battles, which is interesting. I'm not going to go digging around for it right now, but maybe someday. We don't have any swords to take out these arrows, so they'd be better off being all swords. And then doing that, I think. Yeah, 1. I can handle that. Recruit 4 for each adjacent plane or field. Doesn't seem great to me. Veterans Hall, military. Garrison X. X equals 20% of the recruited last round, excluded Veterans Hall. That's going to be so good for us in our end game that I feel like I have to take it now. As for our upgrades, we upgrade here. Units on planes. Oh, it tells you at the top exactly what the change is. That's nice. And then we can get more money or more wood. We probably want more wood for our arrow maker. But then we can take wheat or wood. We need the wheat more than we need the wood. So let's grab that. We'll take the big trade, thanks. And then even more trading options. 250 wheat out, 150 wheat out. That'll be 400 wheat. Or we could take the gold now. We have something that upgrades with gold, don't we? This is 300 gold, 25%. Each 20 wood. Let's trade a bunch of this wheat for a bunch of this gold. Then 245 wheat. We can spend wheat here. Gold here. And then we need to go to the hostile region. Spend on that to get the Veterans Hall in. No more upgrades. Strategic Pavilion, Merc Camp, Training Camp. Aligned, adjacent. I'll stick this here. Will I? I want more money out of this thing. Oh, it's 10 gold per thing in its row now, though, so it'll be fine, because then I'm going to stick this in here. Saving the long piece to go down the edge, as usual. Veterans Hall is a 2x2. Interesting. Right, we'll change this. Oh, we could put this square up here. As I said, we'll change the square, but we don't need to. I'm going to stick the belfry here. Stick that there. Throw downtown in here. Get downtown moving and shaking with a bunch of that. For each adjacent military building. Well, could go here. I don't love it, but I love it more than right there. Do I? I don't think I do. I don't want to give them 15 units for free, that's for sure. Warehouses. Then these are the last two tiles we are able to transform. This can go here. Keeps everything connected. There's a long piece coming. Alright, that's a slightly larger military. This didn't get anything. I assume that's because it wasn't in play last time, perhaps? Alright, axes are good against swords. Arrows are good against axes, and then they've got more. So if we make all of this into swords, throw all of those swords at our axes, and then throw our arrows at their axes, I think that's going to be okay. Good. Other things I would love to see is blacksmith. Blacksmith would be very big for us. We could monument, or we could erudition, and that's going to help us find blacksmiths faster. I don't know how many encounters we have left before the boss, although our veterans hall should be making units now, so fingers crossed this is okay. Peaceful, hostile. X equals 20% of the recruited last round, excluding veterans hall. Recruited 15. Okay. That's going to be great. You get upgraded. More citizens is exactly what I want. A fourth level 2 card, 200 gold, 300 for this. We don't have another thing yet, but I probably want this in play sooner rather than later. So I'm going to unlock it even though I don't have something there, just so that it's done for later before I self-sabotage myself. Well, that's not very helpful. Wow, this is very, very not very helpful. Right, I need this to turn, please. Really? You're not going to let me get that in that gap? Really? Fine. Well, that ain't going in that gap either. I want to do more transforming. We could give up the 2 on the ends and just play the long piece horizontal. It's kind of ugly. Then we have to get this to touch the rest, which is also very ugly. But worth it in the long run. There's no way I can get that behind there, obviously. So do that. The big long stretch is already dead. Arrowmaker's got nowhere great to go. 14 mercs. I thought you were going to have 15. Oh, we recruited 15, so we get 3. Okay, well. This is very not pretty. Belfry long piece for a Tetris. Oh, it won't be a Tetris because it's the wrong way round. It'll be 2 and 2. I didn't think about how big this... I was so worried about these rivers that I haven't even thought about the roadhouse and the barracks, but too late to worry about it now. Right, 21 axes takes out 31 swords. How about all of that is swords? And they just do that. Fine. 3 I can handle. Okay, lots of options. Barracks works well with what we've got going on, I think. With our economy-minded fighting. Right, this takes us to 6. Should we take more money then? And then erudition, a 4th level 2 card. This goes to 15, seems definitely worth doing. I don't want to spend 200 gold on that right now. Do I want more gold or more wood? I guess 600 wood is so much wood. Obviously, you're making wood to fund the units on this card, so it makes sense you will get a lot of wood, but that seems very expensive. Veterans Hall garrison X. X is 20%. Veterans Hall recruited 6. I don't know. We'll figure that out. I'm not going to do erudition right now. Oh, gold or wood. That's what it was. Do we care about what we get here? Refill defenses or upgrade, trade, or refill defenses or gain a card? I mean, I'd like to get a free upgrade. Sure, we'll have need for wood down the line as well. Right. Random upgrade a level 2 card. Need at least 3 level 2 cards. So downtown, warehouses, arrowmaker. Those are all like... Warehouses would be the worst one. Either of the other two would be phenomenal. But we don't have the wheat to, like, take this as a third and eliminate it. Downtown, I'll take it. That's more of, like, everything I want. Right, this is going to be a little tough with a humongous Veterans Hall. Do we ever not take the Veterans Hall in with us? It's a very small number of units for a very big building against the wall. No idea if the wall, like, exploit has been patched either. Alright, no upgrades to make. These want to be adjacent to military buildings as well, so I'm not going to take in the giant military building we have. We're going to rely on our barracks and our arrow maker, which is a little scary, but it'll have to do. You go in there and turn forest into plains. You can do that. You want to be adjacent to military buildings. You can go there. Then we can eliminate all access of you touching stuff. My military building down here, or I'm gonna do this first. I would like to get the arrow maker in that gap because it's the arrow maker that's harder to play. Okay. These go higher soon. Thank you. Let's do warehouses. No, let's do this with belfry in that gap. You want adjacent military, and there's 2 buildings left. Let's put you over there out of the way. There's downtown. That rally point we're not going to play. That's the last enemy building. Good. We're not playing that. You go there, which leaves you in there very nicely. Is there any... I can get that in there. Then the roadhouse only has 1 vertical space. That's the same story, unfortunately. Alright. I think we're mostly going to be alive at the end of this. Maybe not great, but alive. 24 swords. 11 swords of theirs. 22 arrows and 30 guys left behind. My axes can take out their swords. My swords can take out their arrows. My swords take out their arrows, become axes, pick up more, hit them, do that. One I can deal with. We want to get some stone while we have stone that we can get. Harvest 20 stone for each building aligned with it is probably it. Act 1, boss defeated. We are going to get rid of river, even though we like the river for getting the extra cash that it provides. It's got to go. It just does. Any stone available? Yes. On to the hostile region. That's great. Tech or building? We're pretty flush on buildings right now. I will upgrade this twice. That's going to be important. Give me a couple techs. A couple good ones. Modifies cards. Should make upgrades cheaper. Building cards cost by 10%. Hostile region. Put the stonecutter in. Veterans Hall recruited 30. So it would be 20% of 30. It's going to be great later. Not yet, but later. It's going to be massive. You all want to do forest connected things. That'll be fine. We're not upgrading treadmill crane right now. I mean, we could, but we're not gonna. Don't need to. So we want huge numbers of population and stone is what I want to see. Let's get you in there. Belfry there. Recruit 6 for each connected forest piece. Turn each adjacent forest piece into a plain. Recruit 4. Right, we need to... Oh, I was about to say, we need to reserve some of this for downtown, but downtown has just happily arrived. I'm going to stick that up there, because there's nowhere better for me to put it. You want to be connected to forest as well. You can go down there. Recruit 6. I don't love it, but what I do love is this having range 3, so I can do that. And then this. And it's just wall-to-wall citizens. Change the shape of that. I would like a Tetris of stone, if I could. Well, there's a lot of long pieces coming up. Stonecutter somewhere on the left here is probably going to go quite hard. Three buildings. Pretty happy with that. If I do this, it makes for a Tetris for us. So I'll just deal with it. Loads of stone. We're not going to get the wood onto the big group of guys today, which is unideal. Must be said. Didn't think about that bit. Okay, one arrow here is bad. 21 hits 26. 30 hits 2 17s, and then we get crushed a little at the end. It's not terrible. We've got lots of money. We can heal up if we have to. There's the blacksmith. We wanted to see that. That was going to be important. Give me an any. We can't reroll these. I'll just take lucky finds. I don't think I'm going to make the stone stuff work in the long term like that. Right, we can unlock this for 400. Oh, wait. Don't do that. Do this. Do it twice. Then do this. Field, mountain, wasteland. We're going to go wasteland. +2 population. Alright, we need a few more people. Then everything is going to go wild. Do we want to do the blacksmith right now? Sure. We need money to do... Yeah. That's unideal. Well... This isn't gold, so... Do it. I'm a little worried that some of these fights are going to start getting riskier for us. Recruit 3 for each plain or field adjacent to connected mountain pieces. Alright, let's just see how this goes. Well, very early downtown. Recruit 3 for each plain or field adjacent to connected mountain pieces. Okay. No connected mountain pieces for you. Okay, that was a barrel of laughs. Belfry's in, that's fine. Okay. So we've got an arrow maker and a blacksmith still left to see. No, I didn't bring the blacksmith in. We had the roadhouse. My mistake. Well, that's good for the barracks. Excuse me. You can feel that second one coming for days. Don't titter at the back. I hear you. Right, all arrows, which means we can be all swords and have no issues. Lovely. Each time a noble building, we don't have any noble buildings. None of this, I think, helps us greatly. Sell this card to gain 30% of the gold you have in reserve. And lose all of your this. What does that mean? Is it if I've got like 500 here, do I get 150 gold? Because that seems terrible. I will take strength in numbers. Obtain a building card. Give me ranged units. I'll take a supply line at this stage, sure. We have upgrades to do. Plus 3 people. 210. We're going to be there very soon. What else do we want to do right now? Let's... Stone or gold. We got plenty of each. We can take this stonecutter along with us if our stone reserves get low. We want to go to the hostile region, so that decision's been made for us. But I'm not going to spend 15 health to take the extra. I'm just going to go reserved here. We're going to need a little more gold. That's all of our wheat if we do that. I also need to... Actually, we could sell a card we're not using to make up that difference. Except we're using everything. Like, I want blacksmith, I want supply line. Alright then, well... If we're not spending gold... Let's do this. So Arrow Maker is going to make more for the supply line, which is very interesting to me. What would I take out, though? I guess I don't need Stonecutter in right now, do I? So, do we do supply line or blacksmith? We'll do supply line for now. Since we've got lots of supplies. 2 horse stables, stone fortress. Recruit 10 for each mountain police aligned with it. Oh, this is annoying. No, we can do this. That's okay. Lose 1-1-1, then recruit 4 for each military in its terrain. For each terrain in its row. Change the shape of that. Then here's a really mediocre downtown. We'll find a long piece eventually, I'm sure. I'm going to stick the 2 horse stables up next to one another there. There's a long piece. There's your other horse stable. Belfry is humongous now. Have to be careful about how we navigate that. I don't love these options. I guess I'm going with this. Rotate, no. Thank you. Get line pieces surprisingly frequently out of those changes, I feel. Alright, that's looking a bit better. 22 swords takes out 23 arrows. And then, how are we dealing with their swords? Our axes will deal with their swords. Alright, now the plan can really begin. I don't think I need any of this. End of round, gain 20 gold for each building adjacent to at least 3 neighborhoods. Sure. Then, plus 1 unit per 5 in reserve. Our reserve is currently 238. So once that gets big, the Veterans Hall will get big. Once the Veterans Hall is big, the blacksmith will get even bigger. And things are just going to keep escalating in fantastic fashion, is the hope. What level 2 cards do we have? Warehouses, Arrow Maker, Blacksmith, Supply Line. Arrow Maker. Right, 400 gold. We do this. We take the blacksmith in. And probably not the Veterans Hall on this board. But then afterwards, that's going to be a hoot. An upgrade, we can make taxes. 30 gold for 3 neighborhoods. I probably need the wheat elsewhere in a minute because we're not getting a lot of wheat. So we'll save that. And we'll head on in. So I think somebody pointed out that I missed. These towers now don't have alert lines directly above them. So this fight gets quite a lot more easy is the sentence I'm trying to say. Right. Let's put that down. Where's warehouses gonna go? Warehouses goes there. That can go there. That can go there. Then we can stick that in there. And just really start building around that. You can go in there quite nicely, I think. That's a pretty penny. Where's supply line gonna go? Where's blacksmith gonna go? Even better question. Well, we want this to definitely touch the Duchy later. Not the Duchy, the big guy. You know, the big guy. The belfry, yes. If this goes here, and that can go there. I could take the hit on this one I think, to have the barracks next to the blacksmith. Then the arrow maker can go there. That's all she wrote. And as you can see, the plan to have a bajillion buildings has come to fruition. Now, we have a whole period of time to build up our units until we get to endless mode, which is where this is hopefully really going to go wild. End of round, recruit 40 if it has no adjacent natural terrain. I don't think we need it. I think tech is our best place right now. Right, we're going to get rid of forests. No, we're going to get rid of mountains. Of course we are. I assumed the mountains was the wasteland, but that's what comes in after the mountain. Right. Well, this should be a breeze. Show me technologies. Each time a noble building, we don't do that. End of round, convert a random enemy group with less than your faith plus 10. My faith is just going to be 10. Just give me the 50 gold and I'll lick my wounds. So, upgrades. You're done. We need 105 wheat. We've got tons of gold. Just so much gold. But yeah, it's the wheat that we really need right now. Not sure I've ever had a level 3 barracks before. Jousting ground, noble, can't be rotated, recruit 6 for each. Castle, castle, merc camp. Hold the blacksmith. Castle. You're in. You're in. Downtown will be humongous in a second. Barracks doing great work now. Another castle. Let's get that there. I need my big guy, although I can get some more working space out of this. There's the belfry. Alright, our blacksmith didn't really work out, but that's fine. I totally forgot to swap in our other giant guy, didn't I? I'm doing a terrible job of this giant combo. Yeah, I'll probably get rid of the arrow maker, I think. Right. Just absurd gold. We could take another barracks. We probably want wood more than gold, though both are plentiful. End of round, explore incomplete rows with one missing square. Yeah. That'll be helpful. This is all hostile. Trading fair or port? Probably port. Just go up the middle here. Right. Arrowmaker, I think your time is done. Veterans Hall is in. 20% of 428. And then Roadhouse is out. Roadhouse directly provides for the barracks. Not that that really matters anymore, let's be real. And the fewer buildings we have, the more space we have for downtown to turn into interesting things for the benefit of the other stuff. So we could do Belfry, Blacksmith, Veterans Hall, Barracks, Barracks, Downtown, and leave it at that. Give me more urban planning. Oh no, wait, wheat. Veterans Hall, 25%. Blacksmith up to 3 units. Barracks up. We've got axes, swords, swords, axes, swords. So Tactical advantage. Do I have better places to spend my stone? Not really. I don't want to spend that wheat, though. Alright. Alarm tower, siege camps. We're never going to not have enough units, is the thing. Right? Siege camp. Eliminate 16 from each in range. Recruit 20 for each aligned military building. Right. Alarm tower on the left. Um, 16 from each group in range. Let's not do that then. Recruit 16 for each adjacent military building. How about no? Send 18 to each allied military building. How about we just don't play you? Get you in that gap. I can. Right, so I want the blacksmith to touch the veterans building and my big guy. That's what I want. Well, there they both are now. So, blacksmith gets humongous off of everything else. That's going to make this guy even bigger next time, is the hope. And that's an extra 1,000 gold. Just in case we were worried about our health. Give me a wheelbarrow. Let's just do this because we can. And then refill defenses or upgrade a card. Upgrading is more interesting, but this gives us the choice of doing either. Although the other side had more wheat, I think. So the Veterans Hall. Let's sell the Arrow Maker now. Keep the Roadhouse just in case. Keep the Stonecutter just in case. Sell the supply line. Warehouses can probably go. We'll leave it in case we need wood urgently. Do I need the stone? Veterans Hall can upgrade again. to 30%. Blacksmith's at 3. This is all at 3 now, so passives can get upgrades wherever they're available. Alright. Just all strongholds. Whoop-de-doo. You go there. You go there. Hold blacksmith. It's nice. Downtown. I'll stick it in there. You can just go over there and be annoying. We'll get a long piece eventually, I'm sure. There's the belfry. Well, this is just a really horrible spot for this, isn't it? Right, so belfry in here. That's going over there. Right. Blacksmith here. Barracks here. Veterans Hall there. Then that's not the piece I need. Alright, how's this blacksmith doing? Blacksmith's on 964. I'm hoping that will then feed back into this guy. And it's going to be hilarious. Anybody need some gold? Scavengers sounds fine. Upgrade a free card. Erudition, I'll take it. Oh, that was wheat. I was getting too willy-nilly. It'll be fine. The dungeon. So, 30% of 1,695. And then if that all goes to the blacksmith, then it'll be bigger for the next time for the Veterans Hall. And you're starting to see the pattern here. Sure. Right. Veterans Hall. I can't play that there because I'm going to play the barracks here. Can you just go away? Now, I can't leave too many gaps, because if I leave too many gaps, I might not get the buildings I need by the time this is all said and done. Which is a feasible concern. But we just need blacksmith and belfry. Oh, these guys are annoying, aren't they? Right, blacksmith, where are you? No. This is going to get cozier than I want it to be, isn't it? I want the blacksmith in that spot there. If I can't do it, I guess I could put it in that spot there. If I have to. Ah, it's right around the corner, huh? Well, I can't get that barracks into this gap either, which is a damn shame. But I can play this barracks, which is something. Okay. So. That's step one completed. We score a bajillion points. And now we enter endless mode, Act 4. So, it's just all hostile regions. I can't scroll up to see what's along there. I guess just because it's all hostile regions. So, this time is 1,803. Training camp. Garrison 48. Send 18 to each allied military building aligned orthogonally or diagonally with it. Training camp, Palace of Arms. Whenever this building gains unit, it gains 200% more. Alright, I hear you, but I ain't afraid. Right, we could do 540 in the Veterans Hall is hilarious. Veterans Hall there. I might have to play this training camp, you know. This can go here. can go there. There's barracks number 1. Where's my blacksmiths? Huh? There he is. So, blacksmith there. Barracks on top of that. Thank you for finally going there. Trigger the wheelbarrow 7 times. These 3 then do their little dance. Blacksmiths at 1500. We've got no archers in this mix, which is certainly something. So, blacksmiths at 1500. Veterans Hall's on 1800 at the moment. My bridge fell. Do we take out something else? I mean, do we need the barracks really? If we're going to try and squeeze this in between Veterans Hall and Veterans Hall? We can take the 2 barracks out. We'll keep downtown in, because downtown keeps our citizens growing, which keeps our units growing. Ranger base. Remove. Mighty garrison 123. Remove 7 for each connected forest piece. Alright. I'm game. There's a very early blacksmiths for once. And the belfry's here already. Right. Belfry in. Blacksmith in. Oh, this Veterans Hall's only level 2. That's a mighty shame, isn't it? Right, we can't get our belfry to touch the rest of the stuff, so do we just end this round now? There's very little reason to continue. Excuse me? I didn't know that was a problem we were going to face. Alright, game. I hear you. Well, I am going to go and upgrade the Veterans Hall to 3, and then we will unbarracks Veteran Hall, and be very aware that the units that don't get played directly attack us, which is not something I was prepared for. Okay. Lose 3 for each aligned building, 6 if it's a religious one. I think we need to do that and that. And that. Alright, we know what building is going in that gap in due course. We just have to find it first before we run out of room. There it is. We found the big guy. Right, so 123, I feel like I must play this. Right, a 3,000 unit blacksmith is pretty good going. We lost 2,000 gold because of our negative faith. We could increase our max health. We could just take 3 faith. I guess we'll increase our max health. That'll be fine. Crank that up. So, now. Veterans Halls. Recruited last 4,587. Is this feasibly an infinite loop? Prison. If an adjacent building has at least 60. Oh, we will. Siege camp. Eliminate 16 from each enemy group in range. Oh no. Lucky finds can upgrade. Let's take Stonecutter in and just earn ourselves a little stone. Alright. 3 of our 4 pieces are here. Let's start with that one. And that one. That can go in there. Stonecutter wants to see lots of buildings. Just go there. Get me 80. Now, once again, we're just waiting for the rest of our big pieces. There is that big piece. Oh no, they shot like 3 of my dudes. Dude. And of course, every time we make more units, or when we make more citizens, we make more units for our future rounds. So 3,800 out of this guy. I'm not even being precious about the unit structure anymore, of course. Printing press me. Yeah, like, I want to know now. If this is plus 428, that's... I can't see. How big are these things going to get, and are they ever going to catch up to me? Is the question. Let's see. That can go up. I need more grain for anything interesting. We need a little more grain. We can drop the stone cutter for a second. Where did you go? Where did you go? There you are. Recruit 6 for each military building in range. Elite military, 107 garrison, range 3. It's just all strategic pavilions. More like it's all strategic I don't give a dams. Alright, how are we gonna best prep for this? Honestly, I probably should have just reserved the belfry for a second. Right, I want blacksmith on their corner. Veterans Hall in there. Downtown is no good to me. There's blacksmith. The only guy I care about. Unfortunately, he's really small. Alright, our blacksmith's up to 4,000 units. So I think it was like 428, 430 or something was the number of units we went up against in this encounter. Sell this card to remove 40% garrison from the next location. Doesn't work on bosses. This is 556. That's 100 more. So if it's 100 more every encounter, can't see how much that one is. I'm wondering if we should send this to a part 2, because we're an hour and a half already, but I do want to see how far this goes. Can we pause mid-run? We can, right? We must be able to. Because if you crash out, you can resume game. So, join me next time, where this mess will continue. For now, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.